Klijent kompanije je renomirana toronska advokatska firma koja se isključivo bavi kanadskim imigracijnim zakonom. Za konsultacije javite se Veni Li ili Marku Vitoroviću na telefon 416 321 0100. Da nabavite vozilo vrhunskog kvaliteta pod povoljnim finansijskim uslovima, nazovite Denija ili Davida iz Nissana Wellovdale na telefon 905 881 3900. Maja u parlamentu Ontarija, ispred kanadskih etničkih medija, nakon uvodnog dela i predstavljanja trenutnih gledišta partije Novi demokrat ili popularno zvani NDP, pre usvajanja budžeta u parlamentu, lider Ontarija, Andrea Horwath, je odgovarala i na pitanja prisutnih urednika programa. STVT je postavila pitanje u vezi automobilskog osiguranja koje je previsoko zbog nametnutih kriterijuma koje imaju osiguravajuće kompanije u Ontariju.
Well, I'm going to let Jagmeet talk a little bit about the insurance issue himself as the critic and someone who has been most active on the file. But I think you've hit a couple of major points, which is why we've sought this reduction. First of all, you're right. Ontarians are paying the highest auto insurance in all of Canada and likely in all of North America, although Jagmeet will give us the actual stats. And we are actually a jurisdiction with the lowest number of accidents. So we have the lowest accident rates, but the highest insurance premiums. That is not a fair system for Ontarians, especially when we know that the government of Ontario made changes to the insurance system that reduced our level of benefits as consumers, reduced our benefit levels, yet continue to allow premiums to increase while the insurance companies were saving about $2 billion a year in claims for the last 2 years. The insurance system is one that is completely unfair and does not serve the people of this province well. Our first attempt at trying to reform the auto insurance system is to try to get those rates a little bit more under control. I wouldn't say that that's the end of the process. I would say this is the beginning of the process. And I can tell you that when I was first elected leader of my party, I had a meeting with a group of business people here in Toronto. There was I think it was the Board of Trade, if I'm not mistaken. It was a breakfast meeting of some of their executive. And I was asked at that time from someone from the auto insurance industry, are you going to bring public auto into Ontario? And what I said to them is this. I said, if I become the premier of this province, I'll work with the industry to get the rates down and to make a more fair system for Ontarians. But I'm not going to wait forever. And so if you're not prepared to work with me to actually make a real difference in the way that people have the costs and the benefits that they receive from their insurance product, then I'm not prepared to wait forever. And so this is our kind of first step into this issue, to say to the government of the day, because we're not the government right now, to say to the government of the day, this is an issue that's important. When I spent some time, and you're right to identify that some of the highest rates being paid are in communities where there's a lot more new Canadians, let's put it that way. So that causes me some concern. It causes me some very serious concern. Having said that, I was shocked to talk to people, and recently I was in Brampton, I was also in York West, and people told stories to me about, my friend bought himself a new car, wasn't a brand new car, what he could afford. He bought himself a car and spent a couple of $1,000s on the car, went to get it insured, and found out that the cost of insurance was going to be over $4,000 a year, and so he had to sell. He turned around and sold the car. He could not afford to put the car on the road, even though he had bought the car. He couldn't afford the insurance. That's just absolutely wrong. Other people telling me about their sons and daughters, particularly sons, who can't drive because they can't afford the insurance. The insurance is actually the second highest bill that people have to pay after their rent or mortgage. That is astounding. That is unbelievable that and this is not a product that's a luxury product. The government requires people to purchase auto insurance as a condition of them having a valid driver's license in the province of Ontario. The very least that our public policies should do is make sure that that product is an effective product, a good product, and also that it's an affordable product.